Durant man in full effect.
Yeah. He's talking some trash to Durant as they're walking right in front of our table.
Trash talk flying, Durant right in front of him. That moment lit a fire nobody was ready for. What the world didn't know was this wasn't random. Anthony Edwards and Kevin Durant had been circling each other for months. Quiet tension, subtle shots, and things turned personal, and once Durant crossed that line, Edwards flipped the switch. This wasn't just basketball anymore. Anthony Edwards entered the 2024 playoffs with one clear goal: take out his idol. The Timberwolves drew the Phoenix Suns in round one, and suddenly the league had its most unexpected rivalry. Edwards was only 22, a kid who grew up worshiping Durant, calling him his favorite player ever. Watching KD since age 5 is what made him fall in love with the game. Respect was real, but it wasn't gonna save Durant. Game 1, April 20th, nearly 19,000 fans packed Target Center. Edwards started measure testing Durant's defense, and Durant accepted the assignment personally. At 35, KD was still lethal, still confident he could lock up the kid coming for his crown. The first half stayed tight. Then the third quarter hit, and Edwards turned into a problem. 18 points in one quarter. No fear, no hesitation. At the 3:37 mark, Edwards isolated Durant, froze him with a hesitation, stepped back, and drilled a three right in his face. Minnesota by 16. Then came the stare. The words weren't TV friendly, but the message was clear: you're too old, and you can't guard me. Man chants exploded. Edwards barked. Durant smiled, half amused, half impressed. No text, just raw playoff energy. Edwards kept attacking. Buckets. Fouls, zero respect for reputation. Durant finished with 31, but it didn't matter. Wolves 120-95. After the game, Edwards admitted something wild. While trash talking, he still felt like a fan watching KD go on scoring runs. Hitting threes and talking trash to your childhood hero. He called it one of the best feelings of his life. Killer instinct, fanboy heart. Durant kept it classy. It's basketball, he said. Praised Edwards' energy. Said he loved everything about him. Mutual respect, real competition. The clip went nuclear, over 6 million views. Reddit dissected every word. Media started asking the big question: was this the passing of the torch? Games 2 and 3 only fueled it. Minnesota went up 3-0. Edwards averaged 31. Durant had numbers, but Edwards owned the series mentally and physically.
See him in the third quarter. I felt like we were supposed to be up 15-18 in the third quarter early. And if I'm not mistaken, he made 4 or 5 straight buckets, like it was nothing. And I became a fan at one point. I was out there like, God damn, he nice. Like, it's nothing we can do. It's nothing we can.
Game 4, April 28th in Phoenix, elimination game. Durant dropped 33. Edwards answered with 43s, rebounds, assists, everything. Then came the moment, 2 minutes left. Edwards drove baseline. Durant and Beal collapsed, and Edwards rose between them and detonated a dunk right over KD's head. Suns fans froze, no foul, just dominance. Final score sealed the sweep. Edwards had done the unthinkable, sent his hero home, and stamped his own era in the process. Later, Edwards summed it up perfectly. He loved Durant, but love wasn't stopping him from destroying him. And Durant, he took it like a legend, praising the man who just took his throne. The torch didn't just change hands, it got ripped away. Memes flooded the internet, Durant aging in real time as Edwards rose above him. By the end of that playoff sweep, the verdict was brutal and loud. The internet crowned a new king, and Kevin Durant had to watch his throne pass to the same kid who once worshipped him. What started as competition had officially become domination. The rivalry didn't cool off after the playoffs, it escalated. The 2024-25 regular season only widened the gap. Minnesota went 4-0 against Phoenix, stretching Edwards' win streak over Durant, led teams to 7 straight games. Every matchup felt personal. Edwards got louder, bolder, more disrespectful. Durant stayed calm, but the power balance was gone. March 3rd, 2025 at Target Center was another statement night. Edwards dropped 30 pucks, drilled 5 threes, and made franchise history with his 10th game hit in that combo. But the stats weren't the headline, the trash talk was. After splashing a jumper over Durant, Edwards looked him dead in the face and said what everyone was thinking: KD, you ain't no defensive player. The crowd exploded. Durant laughed it off, but the truth stung. Edwards wasn't just scoring, he was dissecting KD's weaknesses in public. Post-game, Edwards mixed respect with ruthlessness. He admitted Durant still made him feel like a fan, then smiled and reminded everyone Minnesota had destroyed Phoenix again. Headlines nailed it. Edwards has no chill. Then came March 30th, 2025, and things turned physical. In Phoenix, a loose ball turned ugly. Durant swung his arm boxing out, and his elbow caught Edwards square in the nose and hit the floor, blood on the towel, arena silent. Trainers rushed in. The moment felt dangerous. Refs reviewed it. Accidental contact, comno flagrant. Edwards returned with a swollen face and zero hesitation, scoring 20 more points and leading another Wolves win. Post-game, nasal contusion. I'm good. Durant stayed quiet. The court drama ended. The internet chaos did not. Social media exploded with wild titles, fake narratives, and viral jokes. Some said KD finally found a way to slow Ant down. Others begged for revenge. The rivalry evolved again, this time online. Edwards claimed he was the better shooter. Durant responded with personal nukes, dragging Edwards' rumored family situation into the spotlight. Screenshots, real and fake, went viral. Fans crowned KD the internet winner. At one point, Edwards reportedly asked Durant to stop engaging. KD's reply was ice cold, get better first. Some called it crossing the line. Others loved the chaos. Authentic or fabricated, the drama didn't need facts, it needed attention, and it got millions of eyes. Through it all, Edwards never fully turned bitter. Gotta love KD. He'd say, even after the harshest exchanges, respect buried under fire. Then January 2026 flipped the script again. Durant left Phoenix for Houston, quietly admitting the window was shut, slammed closed by Edwards and the Timberwolves. Their first matchup post-trade came January 16th. Edwards was sidelined with a foot issue, robbing fans of another showdown. Durant dropped 39 in a statement performance, reminding everyone the old king wasn't dead, just challenged. This rivalry isn't about hate, it's about eras colliding, admiration turning into ambition. A student refusing to stay a student. By January 2026, the storyline twisted again. Durant, now with the Houston Rockets, finally caught a break against Minnesota. With Edwards sidelined for foot management, KD went vintage 39.6 threes, full scores clinic. Julius Randle matched him with 39 for the Wolves, but Houston escaped with a 110-105 win. For the first time in what felt like forever, Durant beat Minnesota, even if the Wolves' executioner wasn't on the floor. And that caveat mattered. Everyone knew it. The win came with an asterisk the size of Target Center during a clock malfunction late in the third. Cameras caught something rare, Edwards and Durant laughing together on the sideline, and joked that he'd been waiting for KD. Durant fired back about Minnesota's freezing winters. Edwards clapped back, calling Durant ashy. Playful, petty brotherly trash talk. The moment reminded everyone that beneath the chaos was real affection. Media leaned into it. Fans debated it. Respect still existed, barely. Then the internet did what it does best, poured gasoline on the fire. Late 2025 into early 2026, a viral post detonated NBA social media. Screenshots claimed Edwards commented on a photo of Bronny James and his girlfriend, offering unsolicited advice about starting a family. Almost instantly, another post surfaced showing Durant allegedly responding with surgical cruelty, accusing Edwards of hypocrisy and abandonment. The typo didn't matter. The message did. And it hit like a brick. The internet exploded, hundreds of thousands of views, millions more across reposts, laughing emoji, skull emojis, debate everywhere. Some fans roasted Edwards relentlessly. Others said Durant finally won one, not on the court, but online. TikTok piled on, Twitter turned vicious. Respect lines blurred into nothing. But there was a problem. No verified accounts, no original posts, no ESPN coverage, no confirmation from Bronny's camp. The graphics looked too clean. The quotes fit the rivalry too perfectly, and Edwards himself had repeatedly said he avoids social media altogether. The deeper people dug, the more it looked like a manufactured meme, optimized for engagement, not truth. Still, it didn't matter. Fake or real, the moment landed. It shaped perception. It sparked real conversations about boundaries, athlete branding, and how far rivalries should go. It exposed the ugly side of NBA fandom, where personal attacks outperform highlights and outrage travels faster than facts. Through all of it, one reality stayed firm. Edwards owned Durant where it mattered most. Since 2024, Minnesota held a 7-1 record against KD-led teams, including a playoff sweep. Durant might win comment sections. Edwards won games. And yet, Edwards never fully turned cold. He continued calling Durant his favorite player, his idol, the greatest he ever watched. That paradox defined the rivalry, love and destruction intertwined. Durant nearing 40 knows the math. Time is undefeated. Houston is one last swing, one more chance to prove he's not done. When the body slows, the mind fights harder, and sometimes that fight spills onto social media. Words become weapons when athletic dominance slips. As 2026 rolled on, the tension only grew. Edwards got louder, more confident, more dangerous. Durant got sharper, more motivated, more desperate to remind the league who he still is. This isn't just beef, it's the NBA cycle in its purest form. Young lions hunting aging kings. Legends refusing to fade. Fans watching history happen in real time. Jordan had Asia, LeBron had Pierce, now Anthony Edwards has Kevin Durant, and this story is nowhere near over because every time they share a court, a comment section, or a headline, it's not just about winning, it's about legacy. If you enjoyed this breakdown, like the video, subscribe for more deep NBA stories, and share this with someone who still thinks this rivalry is just basketball.